Hey everyone, welcome back, welcome back. I'm just sitting here, pretty much tailgating out of the back of my Mustang. Going out for another afternoon weekend drone flight here. It's my Vortex, and the office seems to be the best spot every single weekend. It seems like all the soccer fields and all the parks and everything is just full of people. So it's kind of nice to come over here to the office and have this nice big field, though it kind of sucks because there's not really a ton of dodging and stuff I can do, and the only dodging I do have is a bunch of these trees around here, which are right over cement or the blacktop. So one little mistake and I am down and out with a nice shattered stuff. The only other time I've crashed here, I broke the front plate. This little piece, the little thing on the bottom here that I'm pointing out, that thing snapped. It was an easy fix. I just bought a new little plate. It was like 15 bucks or something like that. I want to kind of try and avoid that, but it's really fun to be able to just get out here and practice acro. So I'll be flying acro a little bit today, as well as just screwing around, flying next to trees and whatnot and doing tricks. And acro's pretty fun. It's pretty nerve-wracking at first to get into, but once you get the hang of it, it's you can see why everyone that flies pro or very professionally, really good, expertly as I should say, flies acro, because it's just so much more control and you can do whatever you want. So I'm gonna get into it, and eventually I'll probably be flying it exclusively. Oh, sorry, I'm so out of breath. I just got back from working out, so my new Saturday pattern is workout, go to the office, fly my drone, chat with you guys because you guys are pretty cool, even though right now you're just a little GoPro in my hand. Speaking of which, GoPro 5 is coming out tomorrow, so I'm gonna try and plan to swing by Best Boo or Target or something and get myself a GoPro 5, because those things look insanely awesome, and they're gonna shoot in 4K and then 1080p at 120 frames. So without talking anymore, I'm gonna start throwing some flights out there, so hopefully you guys enjoy, and meow 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 meow. Okay, here we go, flight number 1. Wish me luck. Hopefully I don't crash and burn, because I don't really feel like switching propellers out too much today. Should be good though. I'm gonna try some acro, or I'll just fly around the horizon for this first one to get warmed up, and then second battery we'll go for some acro. Each battery gives me about 5 minutes, so we'll see what happens. This thing is it's too much fun, like too much fun. I don't know how I ever got by without flying one of these things, but all the GoPro Karma and that new, I can't remember the name of the DJI one that they have coming out, those compact ones. They're no fun. They're just slow and they take pictures and stuff. This is where it's at, is the racing quads. This is where it's at. Man, oh, it's so much fun. Okay, now we're gonna try some acro mode. This should be interesting. And my main focus in this one is just not to crash. So I'm not gonna be doing too many crazy things, but it's a learning curve. So we'll see what happens. mean, that was honestly the most I've ever flown Acro. It is so much fun. I finally got to the point where I'm not just scared flying it. I think that's part of it, is when you fly Acro, you need to fly as confidently as possible and then just hope you don't smash right into the ground. But oh, so much fun. I'm gonna do it again. I just have to, you know? It's so much fun. I can't wait till I get to the point where I can fly it enough to, you know, play with the obstacles and then, you know, go from there. Because just the freedom of flight is so magical, or something like that. I don't even know. I'm a weirdo. Okay, round 2. Let's see if I can do something a little bit more gnarly and get myself into some trouble. Just a little bit more. Okay, I think it's official. I don't even want to fly Horizon anymore. I think it's Acro all the way. Man, it's so much fun. I love this thing. I'd recommend, you know those little Inductrix things that I had that me and Joe built the tiny whoop off of. Those things are like $70. Great starter. You get used to it. It's not FPV, but you can screw around with it. That's how I started, but I would highly recommend getting into it because this is awesome. Okay, here's the last flight of the day. I really want to stay and do more, but I've got a bunch of other stuff I got to do today. So enjoy as I fly around and do flips and weird other stuff. But thank you so much for watching, guys. But well, what am I saying? I'm going to outro this anyway. Have fun on this last flight. Okay, that was weird. I don't know what happened, but I just completely lost feet on that. I was flying, all of a sudden it just cut out completely. Probably one of my worst fears. I don't know what in the world happened, but man, that sucked. And it took me a second to find it too, but luckily I found it. Props are all done. I don't know what in the world happened. Maybe it was a sign. No, I'm gonna swap the props out, give it another flight, and that'll be it for today. My goodness, I don't know what happened there. I got pretty scared because usually when you lose feed, like you're flying, you have this thing over your eyes, you're flying completely blind, so I just cut everything. I was pretty low to the ground anyway, so I'll be interested to see what that crash looks like on the GoPro. My goodness, unbelievable. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so I have successfully harvested the broken props. They're all bent and busted for the most part. It kind of sucked. But I'm gonna give it one last flight here, just so happens to be my last battery. So I'm gonna make it worth it. It's 1500 milliamps, so I'll be able to fly a little bit longer, but it's a little bit heavier. Not that I think I'll know much of a difference, but it should be fun. So here we go, final flight. This is the final one, especially since it's the last battery, so we'll see what happens. I think that's a sign that I need to just give up for today, because I got way too over ambitious. I think it's the flips. Like, I can do the twists and barrel rolls pretty easily, but when it comes to flips, I get really disoriented, and then I just suck it up when I'm trying to restabilize. So that's obvious. But Acro mode is sick, and I'm gonna learn it. And I'm gonna pretty much use it from now on. So, whew, goodness, that was rough. Gosh, Nerbit. Oh well, that's why I got all these props, is that I could learn Acro. Okay, so this is my final one. I'm sorry that I brought it back really quick, but I finally figured out some flips, and I'm gonna screw around with them really quick so you guys can see that I'm not failing miserably. So I found one battery that had like 87% on it. I'm gonna fly it. It will be quick, and I promise I'll be done. Oops. And that officially concludes today's flights.